Hi folks, Shoreline Bill with you here, and what I want to show you in this video is if you have an hour of your time and you're going to work at the range, just bought your bucket of balls, this is a way you can use your time more productively than if you just get 100 balls and hit them willy-nilly. It's an old English expression I've learned in the past couple of days. So what I like to do is I like to take 6 different drills and have you work 10 minutes apiece on each drill. Now the first drill is the drill that I know really well, and most of you who take lessons from me know it as well. It's the feet together drill. So 10 minutes of the feet together drill. If you don't know it, I put my feet together, I bring the club back, keeping my hands in front of my body, back to this position here. I'm only going till my left arm is parallel to the ground. Gonna feel my weight shift onto my left foot as I move down, hit the ball, and then finish with my weight facing my target, all the weight on my left side, my body facing target that is, and holding my pose. So 10 minutes of this drill, feet together drill. Once again, this drill is helping you learn how to use your hips correctly. A lot of people who sway off the ball, they do something that looks like this. If your feet are together, it's going to teach your hip how to properly externally rotate back here and how it rotates moving forward. So also teaches you to hit from this position which we're going to find out is an important position to hit from in golf. The second drill that I like you to do is the pre-cock position. I saw Ernie Els do this in a tournament. He was overseas somewhere and he was in grass that was this high, and he couldn't bring his club back because the grass was so high. So what he did is he lifted his club up, turned his club back this way, and then he made a nice swing and hit the ball really well. So for this one, you keep your feet apart. You're going to set up with the club parallel to the ground, and the club is also parallel to your target line, and your hands are starting right in front of your chest. Now every time I show this to somebody and tell them that, they wind up looking like this with their hands back here. I want your hands right in front of your chest, just like this, so that my upper arms are connected to my body. Now all I'm going to do from here is rotate my body back. Remember, we are externally rotating this hip here, so I want you to feel that nice turning of the body. And notice I didn't use my arms or hands at all to do this. I simply rotated my body. Now back here, there's a little lifting that might go on, just about 4 inches. But I'm gonna stop pretty much where my club is, my arm is pretty much parallel to the ground. So I start here, rotate my body back to here, then I can come through, hit the ball just like I normally would. So that drill looks like this. Okay, so you just did 10 minutes on the feet together drill. You did 10 minutes on the half cocked position, I guess we'll call it. The third drill I want you to do is a weight forward drill. So this is the drill where I'm going to once again have my feet apart. I'm going to set up to the ball, and then I'm going to take my hips and push them all the way forward into my left side. So I'm moving my hip here towards the target, just like this. I've now set 80% of my weight forward. And at impact, all great players have 80% of their weight forward. So we are setting 80% of our weight forward. Notice my right leg straightens out, my left knee bends. And from here, I'm going to bring the club back with my body and arms now, not just my arms. So a lot of people like to do this. Notice there's no shoulder turn here. I need to make sure I'm getting my shoulder turned. And if I do this correctly and keep my weight forward, I'm going to kind of be able to stop right here, shoulder height. And that's as far as you want to go with this right here. I don't want to see anybody trying to lift up any higher. Rotate and stop at shoulder height. When I come through now, I want to feel my weight, my body, my legs pushing down into the ground, and I'm going to notice that left leg is going to straighten out. It's almost like I'm pushing down as if I'm going to jump and twist. I always give the analogy of an ice skater. Ice skater comes into a jump, they lean into their left side, they spring up off of that leg and they twist. Well, that's what we're going to be doing with this drill, the weight forward drill. So I set up here, weight moves forward. I'm going to keep the weight there when I bring the club back down. Looks like this. So that's your third drill. So now you've spent a half an hour so far at the range, and you have a lot to show for it. You're learning a lot. That drill teaches me what it's like to at the top of my swing, no matter what I do at the top of my swing, I always want to have a little lateral motion to my left side, and then from there I'm going to hit the ball. So This drill teaches you to get that, what it's like to hit with the weight 80% forward. So I'm setting my weight 80% forward, and now I don't have to worry about moving into it, I'm already there. My fourth drill that I have you do. So I want to get you back to something that looks like a full swing. So we're just going to have you make a half swing on the way back. So you're going to come back to P3, position 3 here, which is my left arm parallel to the ground, and I'm going to make a full swing coming through. Simple. A lot of my students get lost from here up. They do all kinds of crazy things here. They lose the club big time. So by limiting your backswing to left arm parallel, a lot of my students hit the ball way better. So left arm here. Now you're gonna feel, once again, we're working on getting these hips to rotate correctly. So I'm gonna feel my hip rotating correctly. Right leg straightens out, left knee bends. And then I'm gonna make a full swing coming through, just like I normally would on the golf course. So here's what that looks like. I like that shot. Okay, so now you spent 40 minutes at the range. The next drill, this is for the folks who tend to stay back, keep their weight back. And I see a lot of this. I see a lot of people finishing and falling backwards. So this drill is intended to get people to get their weight forward. And so this is what we call the step through drill. Gary Player played like this for a little while, so we call it the Gary Player drill as well. Once I hit the ball, I'm going to take a step forward. So once again, wait till you hear the click of the ball. I have some people trying to step before they swing, and they get all discombobulated and looks pretty wild. But wait till you hear the click of the ball. The minute you hear the click of the ball, you're stepping forward. Okay, this hip has to rotate up with my left hip here. So I want to feel this action here. Notice when I come through and I keep my heel on the ground and swing, my arms did most of the swinging. I didn't use my hips correctly. So this drill, if I correctly transferred my weight onto my left side, I can take that step. If I'm the type of player who falls backwards, I'm not going to be able to take that step. Okay? That was your fifth drill. So you spent 50 minutes on the range. Now the last drill I do is I take a alignment stick out onto and I put it about 20 feet out in front of me. But I'm going to move the camera and I'll be right back with you. So hang in there. Okay, so in this drill, I have my ball and I have, well, we'll move my ball over so it's aligned. So let's pretend I'm on the range and I have my ball on the mat. I put an alignment stick, or if I don't have an alignment stick, I could throw a ball on the ground. It's same principle. And I want to get in here and hit shots. One shot to the right of the stick, one shot to the left of the stick. That's going to help me with my face control. So I'm going to set up the same way every single time I hit the ball. I'm going to have a target in the distance that should be this. The target in the distance should be on the same line as the ball and this alignment stick. So I have target, alignment stick, ball. I'm going to set up the same way. I'm not going to change the way I stand, but I want to have one shot that starts just to the right of this post and the other shot that just starts to the left of the alignment stick. That was my shot that started to the right of the stick. And that was my shot that started left of the stick. I'm learning how to control my face. Remember, 75% with an iron pretty much is where the direction the face is pointing at impact is where my ball is going to start. 25% is based on my path. So if you work on those 6 drills in 1 hour's time, that's going to make you a much better player than if you go out there, hit your balls, and just not think about what you're doing. Remember, have a purpose when you practice. It's important. Working on little segments of your swing is important. Not working on full swing at all times. You can't fix everything all at once. You have to work on little segments. So there's my tip for you today. Give it a try. Thanks for listening. Take care. Bye.